So, I'm definitely late to the party when it comes to this topic, but it's something that's been on my mind lately, so I figured I'd write something about it. Back in October of 2024, the former CEO of Sony Entertainment America, Sean Layden, said during a talk at Gamescom Asia that AA is gone from the modern gaming landscape, and this is a threat to the gaming ecosystem. The higher a game's budget gets, the lower risk tolerance becomes, since no one wants to lose massive amounts of capital on a failed game. Conventional wisdom indicates that the safest bet is to rely on formulas that have been proven, or at least theorized according to market analysis and psychology, to result in optimal profits, resulting in a loss of creativity in games. The mid-budget AA space represents a balance between production value and risk tolerance, which is to say, a balance between production value and creativity. I think Layden was right on the money. A healthy market, a healthy gaming landscape needs to include a wide range of budgets, but in current times, the gaming ecosystem has been effectively cleaved into two categories. AAA, which include lavish production values but very often come with the caveat of restricted creativity, and Indie, which include theoretically unrestricted creativity but are also typically characterized by low budgets. The gaming ecosystem used to be more of a gradient, with B games then AA games filling in the gap between Indie and AAA. That's not to say B and AA games are truly dead, they're absolutely not, but they've certainly been pushed to the sidelines and relegated to obscurity, with rare exceptions. One such exception was Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which was making waves around the same time as Sean Layden's talk. Space Marine 2 was a smaller budget game that focused on delivering a polished experience revolving around a small set of core ideas, and the game was well received, proving the viability of AA titles in the modern gaming landscape. Personally speaking, when I think of the heyday of AA games, I think of the early 2010s. This was when we got games like Call of Juarez Gunslinger, one of my all-time favorite first-person shooters. It was a tight, focused, arcadey experience with a distinct visual style and a great style of storytelling, where narration directly affected the events on screen. It was, and still is, a wonderful, bold experience bursting with creativity, confident in the direction it took. Creativity needs to return to the center stage of the Western game industry, and the best way to do that appears to be by bringing the B and AA spaces back into prominence, replacing the AAA indie dichotomy with a gradient or spectrum of production values and budgets, which used to be the norm in the gaming ecosystem. Another way to put it would be to re-normalize B and AA games. With lower budgets comes risk tolerance. With risk tolerance comes creativity. With creativity comes vibrance. With vibrance comes life. And with life comes success.